Well, we begin with weather because, well, look at it out there.
Oh my gosh.
More snow coming down across the region as well. Check out this photo from Spokane Parks and Rec. Isn't that beautiful?
It is gorgeous, yeah.
This is a gorgeous aerial shot from Manitou Park's Duncan Garden. What a gem.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my. Here we go.
Yes.
It's not funny anymore.
Well, I was just laughing because you were
No, but I mean the snow on the ground.
Yes.
People are like, oh, great.
It's a lot.
Winter has returned. And my gosh, we have 18 inches of snow on the ground right now out at the airport. And look at some of this snow totals that have been moved into our area. Look at this. Up in Clayton, this is home of the famous Clayton Burger. If you're driving up towards Chewelah or the Colville area on 395, you'll pass Clayton. 12 inches of snow. That's just with last night's storm and overnight. Priest River picked up 9 inches of snow. Deer Park in this last 24-hour period has picked up 9 inches. Coeur d'Alene 8 inches. Pullman 6.5 inches in most areas around Spokane. Officially at the airport they're saying 5.4 inches of snow, but really most areas have picked up anywhere between 6 and 8 inches. We'll say 6. Now here's additional snowfall that we're forecasting through tomorrow. Another 2 to 3 inches of snow in Deer Park and Spokane. 2 to 3 up in Colville. Much lighter amounts of snow in the forecast as you head to the west of us. Grand Coulee only 1 to 2, should be less than an inch out towards Moses Lake and Othello, but I mean they got hit hard earlier this week. Coeur d'Alene will pick up 4 to 6 inches. This area right here will continue to see some pretty heavy snowfall, as well as down into the Palouse. Both Washington and Idaho Palouse seeing snowfall amounts through tomorrow in that 4 to 6 inch range. So here, this has just been revised. We have now dropped from a winter storm warning in the Spokane area to a winter weather advisory. Everywhere you see shaded in yellow, another 2 to 4 inches of snow possible in those areas that are shaded in yellow. Winter storm warning remains in effect until tomorrow at 4 p.m. This area is shaded in pink, and we'll look for the winter storm warning to expire across most of the Cascades by 10 o'clock tonight. So here we go. The current radar shows that the snow is now falling to the north of us and to the east of us. We're not seeing any snow in Spokane and to the west, but you can see in our broadcast area, especially northeastern Washington and northern Idaho, plenty of snow falling. And we may see the snow actually change to a rain-snow mix later tonight as temperatures are going to be above freezing. And then overnight, it should change back over to snow. We'll look for a low of 27. And then I've got morning snow expected with a daytime high of 34 degrees for your Wednesday. So we get a little bit above freezing. And then for the weekend, I've got chance of a few snow showers on Saturday. Should be mostly dry on Sunday. Temperatures remaining right around the freezing mark.
Yeah, this is where we get a little bit tired after we're done playing.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, just keeping up with it, the amount of shoveling that has gone on. And now it's tough on the side streets, especially when you approach an intersection where it hasn't been plowed.
It's deep.
And if you see that plow coming down your street, which you're so happy for, you're just praying it has one of those boots on it.
Right, the gate.
The gate,
yeah.
Yep. Oh,
well, with a record amount of snowfall across the region, the city of Spokane does have a full city plow underway right now. So this is a look at the city's snow removal map. It shows what areas have been plowed and what still needs work. So crews are currently working on the areas that are shaded in blue, and then areas in red indicate where they're headed next. Green means those areas are complete, and if you'll notice, there's not a ton of green there.
Not a lot of green right there. We are keeping an eye on the roads this afternoon. Matter of fact, meteorologist Thomas Patrick is out in our mobile storm tracker. How is it looking out there?
Yeah, Mark and Jane, you know, I can definitely replicate what Tom just said about the side streets that haven't been plowed as well. It's so hard just to turn left from a standstill onto those major roads. But once you get on the major roads, it is a whole lot better. We're on I-90 heading east towards the valley. There's the Argonne exit just up to the right here, and this looks fine. It is wet, but plenty of traction, so traffic is going at basically full speed. The big difference, the temperature. It's about 31 degrees, but with the traffic and any plows that may have laid down salt, all that is going to help keep the snow or any ice off of the major roads and I-90 like this. but you can certainly tell that on the side of the road there is a whole lot of snow on the shoulder there. About 18 inches of snow has accumulated over the last 4 or 5 days, so that has certainly caused some headaches recently, but with the warmer temperatures, that might take the edge off a little bit for the major roads at first. But of course, we know that some of those side streets still have yet to be plowed, and those are still going to be plenty slippery and now slushy and could refreeze back into black ice overnight. So a whole new gambit of issues trying to present itself for the next few days, even though the snow still is going to fall at least through the overnight hours. Reporting live from the Storm Tracker, I'm meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Back to you.
Thanks for that live look, Thomas. Appreciate it. Well, troopers across the state are working to keep us safe, of course, and they're also doing the same for our pets. One trooper tweeted this photo. We'll see. Now, she and another trooper were driving on the freeway in western Washington when they spotted something in the median, and it was this husky.
Yeah, the trooper wrote, "It's not all about crashes and tickets." This sweet little pup was rescued safely and taken to an animal shelter. A lot of people responded on Twitter and the comments saying that they know the dog, and the dog's name is Duke, and some folks even say they know the owner. Matter of fact, the owner's friend says he must have gotten out to do a little bit of exploring in all this snow.
Well, he is a husky.
He's a husky,
after all.
that's right.
He's
just
like,
looking for something to pull.
Yeah, onward. Well, Gonzaga University canceled class today because of the weather, and school leaders may have gotten a little bit of encouragement from a student petition.
Yeah, get this, more than 2,500 signatures were collected for a petition to close the GU campus and give everyone a snow day. KREM 2's Alexa Block caught up with a student who started the whole thing.
This may not have been possible without this. Gonzaga University senior Emma Winkleman wanted a snow day.
We hadn't had a weather day off in a long time, and it didn't snow at all before Christmas.
So she started this petition asking the university to call off school.
It was kind of started as a joke, and then the more people started signing it, it was like 100 more people every hour, and it just started getting crazy.
Signatures started rolling in. Supporters started sharing it.
The first time I saw it, there was like 300 signatures, and so I signed it, and then I went on an hour later, and it was already at 800, and it just kept growing.
I kind of checked every hour, didn't think it was going to do anything.
More than 2,500 signatures were collected, and word got all the way up to University President Thane McCullough. He tweeted, "The only thing more impressive than this petition are the reasons people give for signing it." He added they were monitoring the weather conditions closely.
Getting that response was just crazy because it made me feel like we were one step closer to getting the day off.
And there were some pretty interesting responses to the petition. Some cited health concerns. This person says they're allergic to ice. Another person was down about their socks being wet. They can't possibly attend class with damp socks. And of course, there were people that just needed a break and some time to study, apparently. Whatever the reason they had to want a snow day, hours later, they would get the call. Class canceled. In a later tweet, President McCullough said, "It's official. Classes are canceled for the day due to hazardous weather conditions."
It is a struggle walking to classes with all the snow, so I'm glad that we were able to band together and make an impact.
Oh, it's so fun. I love it. I got the phone call from our alert system this morning, and just everyone was really excited.
There's no telling how much the petition actually swayed the university's decision to close campus. After all, most colleges around the area did close for the day. But students say it's definitely a win. At Gonzaga University, Alexa Block, KREM 2 News.
All good reasons. Okay. Turning to national news, negotiators on Capitol Hill say they have reached a deal to secure the border and avoid another government shutdown.
So now it heads to President Donald Trump for a signature. Whitney Ward has the latest on that.
Good afternoon, both of you. Congressional leaders say that deal does contain nearly $1.4 billion for physical barriers. It includes 55 miles of border fencing, but no wall. That's about $4 billion less than President Donald Trump had asked for. And now the president says he is still considering declaring a national emergency in order to get the money he needs.
The bottom line is on the wall. We're building the wall, and we're using other methods other than this. And in addition to this, we have a lot of things going.
Now, some Senate Republicans say they will oppose a national emergency declaration, and they do not want to see a government shutdown. Democrats agree, urging the president to sign off on this deal.
It's not everything the president hoped to get, but I think it's a good step in the right direction. I hope he'll decide to sign it.
No one gets everything they want in these agreements. The president must sign it and not cause another shutdown.
Now, the deal also includes new technology for advanced screening at border entry points, additional customs officers, and humanitarian aid. If the deal is not passed and signed by Friday night, there will be another partial government shutdown. The last one ended, as we know, just 3 weeks ago and was the longest in U.S. history. Jane, Tom?